Blessings be upon you. Can I talk to you about gold for a minute? You don't mind me borrowing a couple of minutes, do you? Watch out. Here we go. Look, this is what I want you to see. Price is an uptrend for the longest time, right? Look at it. Look how long that uptrend lasted. This is the weekly, okay? I want you to see how strong of a uptrend that is. Let's start from here. Make a contact here, make some contact here. Look at that. Look where we are right now. So we have a diagonal level of support here. All right. And it's been respected up to this point. Again, this is since 2019. Okay. Now, that's one point. Now, if we're going to measure the correction after an impulse, all right, you want to measure the correction. This is a complex correction. All right. You want to see where this correction might land. You want to use your Fibonacci. You want to anchor it at the most significant and most recent swing low to the swing high, which is up here. All right. Take that on across. And where do we see the correction landed? At the 618 Fibonacci level. Exactly. Almost to the pip. This is the golden ratio. This is the most frequented of the Fibonacci levels. All right. This is where you can expect price to reverse. Okay. Now, having said that, what does that have to do with today? Well, after the correction, we expect another impulse. This is an impulse correction, impulse ICI. Okay. This is the whole cycle. All right. Now, let's look at that. We're at the swing low, and we're going to measure it to the swing high, right? Pull that over here. And where does price correct to? Again, we happen to be at the 618 Fibonacci level. All right. What do we expect here? We expect price to go on up, right? That's the reasonable expectation, okay? I want you to also understand something here. There's a good reason why I got this highlighted. From here, we go across, and we can see we have found a level of support that has been frequented a couple of times. This happens to cross the diagonal support. So we have confluence. We have confluence of support here. All right, that gives us an extra expectation of price reversing here and going up. All right, how far it goes up, that's another question. All right, but I also want you to see something else, which should be obvious to you. Do you see what I see? That is an inverted head and shoulders pattern. That gives us another reason to expect price to venture forth from here. Okay? Are you with me? All right, let's have a good look what we see on a lower time frame. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right, here we are. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All right. What we see here is a very strong bearish impulse to the downside during this correction. Okay, we can get rid of that. And what we can expect is a retracement. And if we can expect a retracement, it'll be easier to see it on the daily. If we can expect a retracement, we can measure the correction, can't we? What did we just go over? From the high to the low, all right? From the beginning of the impulse to the end of the impulse, all right? We can expect price to at least come back to 38. This is where we would first expect to see price perhaps reversing. Second one would be the 50th. Boom. All right. That's the golden ratio, the most frequented. All right. And the 786 is the last line on the Fibonacci retracement in which we expect price to reverse. Okay. Now, also, when it comes to Fibonacci retracements, you want to make sure they align with structure. All right. We have some structure up here at the 786, but here is where the structure is best aligned. And I also want you to understand that when you see a strong impulse like this, a strong bearish impulse, the first place that I'm thinking of is it'll only make it up to the 382 because there's such a strong seller push, and so a strong seller pressure. It won't make it back all the way up here, you know, and then hit off. It's going to go to the first, probably the first one. This is what I see with my chart, the amount of chart time that I've had. This is what usually happens, like 7 to 8 times out of 10. It'll go to it'll do a 38% pullback, and then we'll see price reverse from here and then come back down. All right, so I'm at the very least, that's what we want to see, at least a 38% pullback. So we have a bunch of good reasons to see that price will go up from here. All right, so I would start looking for bullish formations and patterns to form so that I can get in for a buy position. I also want you to take a good look on the hourly and see that we are in a symmetrical triangle, all right? And we're waiting for a breakout, all right? Be careful because price loves to fake out with these symmetrical triangles. Likes to do one of these numbers and then it does that, okay? Sometimes it'll do this number, boop, 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 all right? So be on your P's and Q's with this. Don't just jump in because you see price breaking out and you take that impulse buy there. No, that's not a good idea. You want to wait for closes and confirmations, all right? Understand that when it comes here, there is a zone of supply here, all right? That's a supply zone there, all right? So price very, very well may come up here, come up to this zone, excuse me, come up to the zone and reverse. Okay, be careful. All right, it may come up here just to do this and then go like that. All right, so just, you got to be careful with it. That's all. That's the only thing you can do. You might do that mess there. Might come up here and just take the liquidity from this level. To people who took shorts and left their stop losses there and then go down. All right, that's what it's all about. Liquidity grabs. Make the trip up. We're building up. This is building up liquidity right now. So we got a lot of stop losses here. Got a lot of stop losses here. So I'm expecting a down move to fake us out just low enough to get the liquidity and then come up. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, you know, but I've seen it happen enough times to keep my eye out for it. Okay. Anyway, that's my analysis. Give me a like if you want to support what I'm doing and keep it going. And I will see you in the next video. Hey, may pips be upon you. I just want to apologize for the quality of this particular video. It wouldn't upload properly to YouTube the first time around. So I got to video the video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.